Welcome back to Squawk Box this morning. Our next guests join us from Capitol Hill, where they are pushing new legislation that aims to establish a national data privacy standard. I want to bring in Senator Maria Cantwell of Washington State, chair of the Committee on Commerce, Science, and Transportation. Also, Congresswoman Cathy McMorris Rodgers, also of Washington State. She is chair of the House Commerce Committee. I want to welcome both of you to the broadcast. Explain how this bill would work in practice.
Well, we're trying to establish, Andrew, a strong national standard for how you collect, use, and transfer people's most personal, sensitive information. We believe there should be a strong national federal standard on this. We are an entire country with internet commerce across the United States. We want the information age to continue to unfold, but we certainly want consumers to be protected on their most sensitive personal information from being used without their consent.
Why now? Not why now, but why do we think this has a better chance of passing now? We've been talking about privacy for over a decade now, and for all sorts of reasons, there has never been a bill that has gotten past the finish line.
Well, this is really an important legislation. I think that this is a moment when people in America understand how important it is that their privacy rights be protected online. This legislation is foundational to protecting Americans online, but also as we think about AI and the growing amount of data that businesses are going to be collecting in AI, these large data sets. This legislation is so important to protecting Americans online. Right now, we have a patchwork of state laws that have been passed. What we're doing, what Senator Cantwell and I have hammered out in this very strong privacy and data security bill, is a national standard that preempts state law in a way that is stronger than any state law, but is going to ensure that Americans' privacy rights are protected when they go online.
Chair Cantwell, let me ask you, we always say that the public feels very uncomfortable about their privacy being taken and their data being used in different ways. And yet I always am surprised that, we hear about a breach, some kind of terrible privacy breach at a company where a whole slew of data has come out. And yet we, the consumer, the public, goes back to that store or that website or that platform again and again and again. And I genuinely wonder, and you may think this is a crazy question, whether you believe that the public actually cares about this issue as much as we may very well talk about it.
Well, I know you're in Seattle, and so I know you're at the epicenter of all this. And I definitely talk to a lot of 20 and 30-year-olds who think, oh, yeah, this is the way it is, and this is the way we operate. But this is why we want this law, because we know this law particularly outlines what those who hold our data security requirements. So it also sets a national standard for how data security is supposed to operate in the United States of America. So no, we're not going to tolerate companies that hold big data and have a 25-year-old who basically just manages all that data and then forgets to do a patch when Microsoft or someone puts it out, like Equifax, and then all of a sudden your data. We have one person who says that their data is being held by a telecom company. They haven't been a customer for 15 years, and yet their data is still being held. So this legislation also sets a national standard on how data security is supposed to work, and it's enforceable under this act to make sure that if consumers are greatly harmed, that they can take action against that harm.